Discernment is when we go within ourselves and ask ourselves, do we agree with this in spirit? That is discernment. I'm going to say it again. Discernment is when we go in ourselves and ask ourselves, do we agree with this in spirit? Right? What I'm saying is, whenever we at the point to ask if we agree with this in spirit, we first are at the point of distrust in ourselves to begin with.
What are the foundations to your strategies for looking ahead and implementing that aspect of discernment?
Okay. Well, you hit it on the nose already. You hit it on the nose. Looking ahead, planning, right? Planning grants the opportunity to utilize discernment as a means of pulling more information, right? Um, Planning. A lot of us don't plan. This is what I was going to speak on earlier. We don't. People don't plan to fail. We just fail to plan, right? So when we lean towards utilizing discernment, right, we are now asking our spirit to give us information that logic has not offered us. And sometimes we will need spirit to do that, right? But a lot of times, especially moving into the business world, we need to be moving with a logical mind, okay? Because now when I utilize the logic that I have that's coming from, right, the variables within the equation per se, right? I'm utilizing all the variables on the table. My discernment now is going to pertain to me trusting myself. Okay? That's all it should be. That's all it is. When people speak of discernment, they're speaking on trusting themselves. Okay? It's a nice fancy word to say, do I trust myself or not? I need to go through asking myself if I trust myself in this moment. Okay, so this is why I want to speak on why don't we trust ourselves? That's the real question. Why don't I trust myself? Right now, I need discernment and when to utilize discernment in regards of planning, right, and executing actions that pertain to my objectives and goals, right, more effectively. The question here is, what is discernment in me using it? What is it telling me? Right? Me asking for discernment. What am I telling my spirit? I'm telling myself that I don't trust myself, and I'm reminding myself that I don't trust myself. Yeah. So anybody speaking on discernment, I like for us to know that. Right? We're reminding ourselves to not trust ourselves. And we could be reminding the public that we're speaking to not trust us as well. Right? So the bigger question is, why don't we trust ourselves? And it's only usually one answer. We don't trust ourselves because we failed ourselves too many times. We've broken our own hearts in a repetition. Our own hearts. And how do we fail ourselves? How do we break our own hearts? By not keeping our word. By not doing the things that we said we would do for ourselves. Right? Let's just say I'm the person that want to lose weight or gain weight. I'll speak on gain. Right? Say I'm the person that want to gain weight, but I've done nothing to contribute to my weight gain. I haven't been at the gym. I haven't learned my body better, educated myself, right? I haven't done things, and this is going to lead me to keep not doing things. Okay, so I build up a distrust within myself, a lack of faith within myself. So I don't utilize discernment, right? Often, if at all, right? And I'm being careful with the cliche of the word, right? But in this essence, in the way I'm using it, right? I trust what is on the surface. I trust that it already went through the process. I'm not going to take it through another process. Now you second guessing yourself. Now you develop start and stop energy. Okay? People that don't trust themselves, they have start and stop energy. Okay? Someone asks, why do I start? Why do I stop? I begin on a task, right? Someone said I can start something Monday. That don't mean I'll do it Tuesday. So they asked him, why do I start and why I stop? You start and you stop things because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. And why don't you trust yourself? Because you know you finna start and stop things. You don't do the things that you said you would do, to sum it up. So how do we cure this? If you want to build up more trust with yourself, start doing the things that you said you would do. Right? That's simple. Let's just do the things that I said I would do. Right? I said that I would go to the gym this week. I'm going to go to the gym. Okay? I said that I would change my diet. I'm going to change my diet. I say I will work on my mind. I'm going to work on my mind. Okay? I said I would meditate more. Right? I said I would read more. I'm going to do these things because the more you do them, you cultivate more trust with yourself. And the more trust you have, the more faith you have. They live closely related. Sometimes people got more faith and more faith than trust in certain things, right? And sometimes we got more trust than faith in certain things, right? Like I'm sitting on this chair, I got faith in it. I don't know if I really trust it. I ain't really looked all in it, right? So when we cultivate trust within ourselves, we build faith, right? And this build integrity with yourself, right? That eventually becomes character build, right? Character build is important because you won't be able to shake what you're building up. Somebody not going to be able to convince you years down the line to distrust yourself. You've been trusting it's your friend. So it becomes a great relationship that you begin to keep cultivating and adding to, right? So yes, whenever we're utilizing discernment, we ask in spirit if we agree, right, with whatever was going on the outside, with whatever information that mind has led us or body done led us. We got to use our discernment. We just asking ourselves and reminding ourselves that we don't trust ourselves, right? And we know why we don't trust ourselves. This isn't an open-ended. We know why we don't trust ourselves because we don't keep our word to ourselves. It's the only way you lose trust with yourself, right? When self start realizing, wow, I'll let anything beat me up. I'll eat anything. I know it's hurting me. I'll do anything. I know it's right. I don't trust myself. Yeah. So